Good day, everyone. Good day, good day, good day, good day. How are you? It's your man, Ken Billions, Ken Brisbon on the check. And today I'm talking about ways to keep positive momentum. And momentum is important for us to get our goals accomplished. A lot of the times when we fail or we're losing, it's because we lost momentum. Just when we get good traction, the top of the year, we got the energy of the new year and we're living our best life, and then things come and knock us off. So that's what I want to talk about. We're going to talk about how to keep positive momentum. Let a few people come through in the chat. When you come through, say what's up to your boy. And I picked this topic because I know this is something that has affected me in my life, where somehow, some way, I just get off track. And a lot of the times it's because I let my guard down. A lot of the times it's because I let people eat off my plate with me. A lot of the times I put my attention in places where it did not belong. But that's a mistake, So this is about keeping positive momentum. So when you come through, give it a minute or two, say what's up to your boy. So I hope people can relate to the topic. I hope that you know exactly what I'm talking about in terms of momentum and how to get it back. It's very hard to get momentum back once you lose it. So once you find it, you got to guard it and you got to protect it with your life. My fault. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully all is well in your life. It's the middle of the week. I think they call this hump day. Not sure why they say that. All right. So I got some good words for you. Make sure you like and share the video. If you never gave me a recommendation on my page, please do that. Give me a recommendation when you have time, whether you love me, whether you hate me, that's all good. Also, before I get into what I want to talk about, I encourage people to get one of these. Let me see if I can zoom in right here. All right. Let me see. This right here is a recording device, right? This right here is a recording device. I encourage everybody to get one of these. Let me see if I can zoom. Get one of these recording devices. So anytime you have ideals, anytime you are riding in a car and something pops in your mind, get one of these, okay? Because a lot of times we have thoughts. And the moment that we have a thought and it's a great ideal, it doesn't belong to us no more. It belongs in the cloud. So if we don't move on that energy when we get the thought, someone else from around the world will get that thought. So make sure you keep something like this handy. I've had a few of these, and because I lost so many notebooks with goals in them, I keep a recorder now, okay? But we're about to talk about momentum. So, did everyone say hello to me today? Did everyone say hello to me today? All right? We're about to get in this great conversation about momentum, and hopefully you can take the information and you can run with the information. Because momentum is important. Without momentum, we're never going to get to where we're trying to go. We need momentum. Momentum is key. Momentum is important. All right? And it's lack or loss of momentum why people aren't getting goals accomplished, right? It's the not necessarily motivation. Motivation is there. People lack momentum. It's like a car. Your car is running, and what slows your car down is the brakes. Okay? A lot of the times, the things that come into our life and ruin our momentum are the brakes, literal brakes. When we should keep attacking, we take a break. Let me tell you a story. I remember 2012, I posted one of my songs on WorldStar. All right? I posted one of my songs on WorldStar. I checked back later in the day. It had 3 million views, and the comments was great. And back then, WorldStar Hip Hop in the comment section, it was brutal. But I posted something and people was feeling it. And it went viral. It had 3 million views. Everybody was tweeting me, everything. I had momentum because previously, for a few Sundays, I had posted a video. So I was getting my name more out there. And I took a break. And the momentum died. Okay? I took a break and the momentum died because I wanted to see immediate result. I wanted to see immediate result on my investment because at the time to upload videos on World Star Hip Hop, it costs money. So I wanted to get my money back. And I had an iTunes link posted in the description. And because I wasn't getting any sales, I put my foot on the brake and momentum died. And it's super hard to get momentum back after it's dead. So motivation can be on 1,000. Make sure you like and share the video. Motivation can be on 1,000. But if the momentum is not there, it does not matter. All right? If the momentum is not there, it does not matter. Okay? So it's about momentum. A lot of people are motivated, self-starters, but they just don't have the momentum. So many times when you're lacking fuel and you think it's motivation, it's not motivation, it's momentum. Look at how momentum works. Tendency of objects to keep going in the same direction with the same speed depends on mass and velocity. Like momentum is a math equation. Okay, can A push B and that'll give more power to C? All right, that's the shit that in our lives. Okay, so let's get into 4 ways to keep fire-ass momentum. All right, the first way to keep fire-ass momentum is mind your business. The first way to keep momentum is mind your business. This is key. This is a killer of momentum. Minding other people's business. Because when you mind other people's business, it requires attention. Now, look at how platforms are created. Look at the way media is curated right now. It's all about other people's business. How do you know what Kim Kardashian is doing? How do you know what Tiana Taylor is doing? How do you know what Beyonce is doing? And I'm not talking about their work. How do you know their personal business? The fact that a TMZ can exist tells me that the culture is expiring. The culture does not have no momentum for innovation. The Shade Room, as of today, has 15 million followers. Now, what does the Shade Room put out? And I'm not knocking their business model. I don't buy it, but I'm not knocking the business model. But what is it that they actually do? They master in the other people's business. Okay? Someone, a celebrity, posts something on their Instagram. The Shade Room takes that information and posts it on there to tell you about other people's business. We live in a gossip culture. We live in a gossip culture. All right? So when you entertain gossip and when you entertain other people's business, you're ruining your own momentum because it requires attention, right? That's your number one asset. That's your most valuable thing you have in the game is your attention, because your attention comes from the mind. So if you give your attention up, you're giving up mental energy. Again, this is about momentum. Momentum is about force. All right? So a lot of people have goals. A lot of people have motivations. A lot of people have ambition. That's not the problem. The problem is momentum. And we all have that season where everything is working in our favor. The things we touch turn into gold. People take a liking to us. People care what we got going on. And then all of a sudden, we do something and we lose that grace and favor. But what you lost is the momentum. All right? Your attention is your most valuable resource. Somebody said yesterday to me, they was talking about the system. And they were saying, Ken, we don't own anything. They own this, they own that. And I was like, wow, you sound so defeated. That's a defeated talk. I understand that talk. I used to talk like that when I didn't know better. But now I know better. I know what defeat sounds like. Let me explain why I call that defeat. Because the number one commodity that you can have is your attention. A platform cannot exist without your attention. The movie industry, music industry, Any industry, the financial industry, hell, money only is what it is because we agree, because we pay attention to it. You cannot have an Allah or Jesus or Buddha or Muhammad if people don't pay attention to it. The moment people stop paying attention to Yahweh, Yahweh doesn't exist no more. The moment your favorite celeb stops getting attention, they don't exist no more. The moment Monsanto stops getting your attention or Wall Street stops getting your attention, it doesn't exist no more. So that's to tell you that the most powerful thing that the human being has is their attention. All right? So mind your business. That's important because this is talking about momentum. All right. When you mind other people's business, there is no ROI. Someone tell me what ROI stands for. People on my platform is hella smart. So I already know what y'all about to say. What does ROI stand for? I'll wait for y'all. What does ROI stand for? What I said was there's no ROI when you mind other people's business. I'm waiting to someone to tell me what ROI is. Come on now. Wake up on this good Wednesday. Drink your coffee, hit your vape, and stop playing. Get these likes up and get these shares up. And talk to me because I talk back. There ain't no return on investment. Thank you, friends. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, friends. Right? Right? Thank you. Now, it's a mistake to mind other people's business because there's not a return on investment. Now, I'm not saying don't put your attention in places, but the places that you put your attention to, there has to be a ROI. The best ROI for your attention is something that pushes you back into your own self. It has to be a mirror. You have to be able to see yourself in what you give your attention to. Now that I say that, it got me thinking. No, I'm going to stay with my point. My fault. You have to be able to see yourself in what you put your attention to. There has to be a mirror. You have, because you can't see yourself, because you walk in a three-dimensional reality outward, you need to be able to look back into yourself. So I'm not saying you're going to give your attention to something. That's a fact. But what is the something? And it's a bad investment for momentum. If you don't care about momentum, then have at it. If you don't care about momentum, then be with the shits. Fine. I'm only talking about people that care about momentum, that have a particular place that they're trying to go, that take themselves super seriously. So if you take yourself super seriously, hey man, all right? So that's number one. Mind your business. Mind your business. All right? Number two. Now this is going to hurt some people, but I want to help you anyway. And what I'm about to say, you might not never thought this because when you were young, you had no one show up for you. You might have never thought this because no one put value into you and you never probably thought you was the prize. Number two in keeping fire-ass momentum is be exclusive. Be exclusive. Now, before I talk about anything, I always talk about myself. I didn't know how to be exclusive. I didn't even know what that meant. I didn't know that I was a prize. I didn't know that I was important. So I would put myself in compromising situations because I didn't see myself as a diamond. You know, I was thirsty to wear jewelry, not knowing that I was the gem. Being exclusive is super hard because it's your nurture system that programs that into you. They put value in you as a young boy and a young girl that you mean a lot, that you're unimportant, and that people are going to show up for you. Okay? We lose a lot of momentum. We lose a lot of momentum when we're not exclusive. Now, there's a topic that there's a term that I use a lot lately, and it's called grace and favor. And grace and favor is a covering over your life. Grace and favor is what allows you to move protected in life. If they shoot out in the club, that bullet is not going to hit you. If a calamity is going on in the world, it's not going to hit you. Your actual floor is different than everyone else. Your broke looks different than everyone else. The worst that can happen happens to them and it never happens to you. I know some people can relate to what I'm saying. Think about your own life. Think about how bad it can get. Why does it never get that way for you? I'm not saying that you're not late on your bills sometimes, but you're never out of a place. I'm not saying that you're always going to clean, eat, and eat the fire meals that you want to eat, but you always eat. You always got a whip. The things that happen to these people, that never happens to you. Why is that? That's because of grace and favor. Momentum is all about grace and favor. So you got to be exclusive, because if you're not, you are at risk of other people interfering with your grace and favor and you taking on other people's bad luck and their karmic destiny. Beloved, some people got karmic destinies. Some people was born for dumb shit to happen to them. That's their karmic destiny. That's for them to come and sage out. That's for them to come and yoni eggs out. That's for them to come and fix. And if you let that in your space, you are now tied into their karmic destiny. It's like going over someone's house with roaches. You're going to bring roaches back to your house, man. When someone comes to your house and they got roaches at their house, they're going to leave roaches at yours. That's how grace and favor works. We're talking about momentum. To keep momentum, you have to be exclusive. You have to have a standard. Now, the standard that I mean in this context right now is understanding that everybody can't go. We have a savior's mentality. We always talking about everybody else. We. We speak French. We speak bad English and French. It's always some we shit trying to take everybody with us. They ain't designed to go. Your path is your path. And the people that's going to go with you are the people that's on your path. Trust me, you don't got to find nobody. Spirit is going to send everything you need. All you got to do is work on personal magnetism and use your mind as a satellite. And that's going to attract the people that need to be in your life. You'll meet them randomly. You'll be at the airport. You'll be fishing. You'll be at the basketball game. But you're going to get your people moving. Moving. See, when you have a standard, you pick up people through life through movement. Right? All relationships that I all relationships that I got in my life that weren't fruitful to me were relationships that I attracted standing still. This life is about movement. Look what happens to water in nature when it doesn't move, yo. Look what happens in nature when water doesn't move. Get them likes up, man. Stop playing with them likes and post this on your page. You know what I'm saying? Look what happens in life when water don't move. It's bad, yo. It turns into a swamp land. Life just isn't the same. You ever seen a swamp? Even the insects in the swamp is whack. There is nothing about the swamp that is wavy, yo. Who says I want a vacation in the swamp? Nah, man, people want to go to Rio. People want to go to DR. People want to go to Puerto Rico, Hawaii. You trying to be around fresh water. What person vacations where water is dead? Think about that for a second. What person vacations to where water is not moving? Huh? What? It's about movement. Everybody can't go. You got to build your tribe. Now, this is for momentum purposes. Again, if you're not interested in momentum, then pay me no mind. The way you build a tribe is you build it based on movement. You build your tribe based on movement. I'm telling you, every time, every relationship that ever fell out in my life, and I'm not blaming none of them people, no women, no dudes, nobody. Whatever happened in any relationship, I take full accountability for, and it was my fault for allowing whatever. Any relationship that was never in my favor was a relationship that I took on when I was not moving. I did not have a standard. That is my fault. That's what happens when you come from poverty. Poverty is just not money. Poverty is a behavior, it's a thought, it's a frequency, it's a level of confidence and self-esteem. And when you are so-called the have-nots, you inherit this mentality of abuse and you put yourself in bad situations. And then when it's not favorable for you, then you have a narrative on your Facebook post, on a blog, in a song about how unfair life is. But you built the relationship and you weren't moving. Everything in life moves. When you look in nature about its extinct creatures, it's because they couldn't move. Mobility is important. All right? You have to move, or you're going to turn into that wasteland. And guess what? No one's going to visit your ass, because I'm telling you, when I'm trying to get wavy, I am not going to the swamp. I'm trying to go to fresh water where people are surfing, saying cowabunga. Why would I put racks to be in a place where even the insects are whack? I'm telling you, all life in the swampland is trash. It's like the outcasts. Trash insects, little trash rodents. I like butterflies. You know what I'm saying? I like dolphins. I like wavy animals. I'm straight on the swamp. But that's what happens when you don't move. Period. Okay? You have to have a standard. Everybody can't go, yo. Ocean views, small circle, it's a chosen few. What you don't understand about this concept of it's a chosen few. Let God sort out the rest. That ain't your job. It's a chosen few. And a lot of times your momentum is getting killed because you don't understand, not just you, we oftentimes don't understand about that concept. We want to be, it's so inclusive. And it's really primitive and really derelictish. I don't even know if that's a word. It's really inferior to pick a tribe based on skin tone and not behavior. So only thing people got to do is be in your tribe is say some slick ass words and dress a certain type of way. So image is what you'll base your tribe on, how things look instead of how things function. That's backwards, people. But today, when we get off this bill, you're going to have a firm understanding. You're going to protect your momentum, because I'm telling you, it's not your motivation. It's not your dream. It's not your vision board. Hell, it's not even you. It's your momentum. That's what's killing you, because you start out fine. You start out in the gym. You start out everything. You know all the secrets, yo. There is no secrets. There's nothing that you don't know at this point. You know all the game, all the secrets, there's all the books. What else do you need to learn? What else do you need to know to go to the next level? You feel me? What else do you need to know? All right? It's your momentum. That's the thing that's off. But that can be fixed, though. It's hard. It can be fixed. And the way it's fixed is through prevention. Never let nothing kill the momentum. That's how you fix it. Don't even get it. You ever tried to work out older? I'm doing it now. I let myself go. Used to be an athlete. It's hard now to get it back. So it takes will, because my body is like, no, sir. You know what I'm saying? No, sir. Never get behind the 8 ball in the game. All right? So part of being exclusive also is to create layers between you and your kryptonite. Create layers between you and your kryptonite. Your kryptonite is something that makes you weak. All right? I want that to process a little bit. All right? Your kryptonite is something that makes you weak. Being exclusive, you have to create layers between you and the thing that makes you the most weak. All right? Now, you're probably thinking, okay, what are some of those layers that you can create to bridge the thing that is your kryptonite? The way that you do that is you do it through philosophy. The problem with the culture and the people right now is they have no core values and philosophies. That's important. People are on autopilot. You need a philosophy. So let's get into some philosophies. I'm going to run off some things, and these are things that you can inherit as a tool and a vehicle to keep you away from your weakest part. Now, your weakest part is your animal part of you. You have to understand you are a human being you are a spirit first, having a human experience. Some people be like, I'm spiritual. Like, what does that even mean? That's your actual nature. That's the default. But because you've been in this human body, Bobby Hemming is like, yo, you gotta make a phone call to your own ass and wake yourself up. You feel me? So you need a philosophy to govern your primal self. Your spirit having a human experience. The human experience is animalistic. You shit, piss, you need sex, you need food. It's the inherited behavior that comes with your meat suit. All right? You're a spirit inside of that. So just imagine a person inside of a car. Just imagine a person inside of a plane. The spirit represents those people. The vehicle represents the body. You have to know how to work the body. And you work the body through thought. You need philosophy. So I'm going to run off some philosophies that you can inherit. I'm not going to give you the definitions. I'm going to give you the terms so you can find something in your life that you are bound to. And when it doesn't work for you, you go to another philosophy. But understand, all is mental. All right? So let's see. We got agnosticism. We got American philosophy. We got ancient philosophy. We got exology. We got African philosophy. We got actualism. Actual idealism. Okay? Analytic philosophy. Anarchism. You have Buddhist philosophy, bioconservatism. You have capitalism. You have Chinese naturalism. You have Chinese philosophy, Christian ecology. Okay? You have Confucianism. These ideals was created by, understand, mankind is millions of years old. So people have been testing different concepts out on what's the best ideals for man to live by. Now you have to find your set of ideals for you to live by to keep your momentum and stay exclusive. All right? You got Taoism. You got democratic transhumanism. You got deontology. You got digital philosophy. You got determinism. You got denialism. All this is philosophy. You got ecocentrism. You got ethical egoism. Have you ever even heard of that? What is ethical egoism? I'm going to read that for you because that just sounds hella interesting. Ethical egoism is the normative ethical position that moral agents ought to do what is in their own self-interest. It differs from psychological egoism, which claims that people can only act in their self-interest. Ethical egoism also differs from rational egoism, which holds that it is rational to act in one's self-interest. Ethical egoism holds, therefore, that actions whose consequences will benefit the doer can be considered ethical in a sense. Ethical egoism contrasts with ethical altruism, which holds that moral agents have an obligation to help others. Egoism and altruism both contrast with ethical Unitarianism, which holds that a moral agent should treat oneself with no higher regard than one has for others. This is a philosophy. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but check that out. Maybe you want to live by that. Maybe you want to live by existentialism. All right, I can go from A to Z with this shit. You pick a letter, there's a philosophy for it. Check this out. Let me tell you how crazy the game is. Let me see. You have so for S, there's Sufi mysticism, Sufi metaphysics, there's systems philosophy, there's sexism. Sexism is a philosophy. Semantic holism is a philosophy. These are things that you can live by. You know what I'm saying? You have Taoism. You have Thelema theology. There's no excuse. But what I'm reading is what is the layers that put you further from your weaker self, from your kryptonite. What is the thing that you're using to stay grounded? You need a philosophy. You can't just be rebellious and be... some of y'all never should have stopped Christianity because you stopped Christianity and didn't replace it with nothing. How's your life going since then? How are you free because you don't believe in Jesus anymore? But was Jesus making your life better though? I'm a checks and balances kind of person. If your standard of living went down because you stopped believing Christianity, well, that's dumb. Go back to what you was doing the best with. When you was Muslim, how was your life? Was it better than not? Go where you're doing the best at. Go with the thought process that is going to allow you to keep momentum and win. I don't give a damn if the story is true or not. I don't care if Jesus is Horus. I don't care if the resurrection is the winter solstice and the sun rising on the 25th day of December. I don't care if it's real or not. I only care what you use it for and does it work for you. Who cares if the story is true? Who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the 12 disciples represent the zodiac. It doesn't matter if the 12 tribes of Israel represent the zodiac. It doesn't matter if the New Testament and the Old Testament represent left and right brain thinking. It doesn't matter. Does it work for you? Period. The same way you can watch a movie that's not true, you can take principles from it and it works for you. So why not keep the same energy? Who cares if Muhammad is real or not? So if it being, who cares? What does it mean? Right? I don't care if Noah's Ark isn't real. I don't care. I don't care if there's no way in hell that a kangaroo would have got to the Ark and it's in Australia. I don't care if a polar bear could. I don't care. What I care from that example is everybody can go. You understand? Find a philosophy. All you have to do is go to Google and type in list of all world philosophies. And it's going to give you an index from A to Z of thought. Pick one so you can get you a dub. All right? You need philosophical boundaries to create layers between you and the weakest part of yourself, so you don't delve into your primal self and you fuck your life up. All right? So be exclusive. Number three, create positive chaos. Create positive chaos. This is a good one. And for this example for positive chaos, I'm going to use Michael Jordan. I'm going to use Michael Jordan as an example for positive chaos. And this is good for momentum, because you need positive chaos, not dysfunctional chaos, positive chaos. Positive chaos is things you do to keep you engaged. Michael Jordan was so at the top of his game that he would take little things to motivate him. He was already a champion, already an MVP, already first team defense, already had scoring titles, already won a championship in college, played for the dream team. He accomplished so many goals in basketball that he got bored. So he needed positive chaos. No, he wasn't a great baseball player, right? But he went and tried it, and that made him hungry to go play basketball again. Michael Jordan would find anything to motivate him, all right, for momentum. See, he got the momentum. Now he's just bored, all right? because he's knocking shit off his goal list. Now it's not fun anymore. So he would take an article that some nobody wrote about his game and use that as motivation. He would create adversity. He would create enemies. Positive though. He didn't use dysfunctional chaos. We want to replace dysfunctional chaos with positive chaos. We're oftentimes fueled by dysfunctional chaos. Your past, what this person said to you, what that person did to you. Oftentimes that is our fuel. That's a mistake to be fueled that way. Instead, take positive chaos and run off that. So I gave you an example of Michael Jordan. Another positive chaos for you can be, someone said in high school that you would never be anything. Now that's words. That doesn't mean anything, but you can take that and be like, you know what? I remember the girl from high school that didn't date me. You grown now, but you can use her as motivation. That shit happened 20 years ago. But you need something to keep you on the up and up. So you want to create positive chaos, not dysfunctional chaos. Dysfunctional chaos works like this, where people use negatives as positive. Niggas know how I get down. I get busy in the street. I don't play around. You know that's negative chaos. How are you using that as a business card? So what you're telling people is you're violent. What you're telling people is you have no self-control. Why would you use negatives as positive? Yeah, because, man, I don't play around. That's dysfunctional chaos. You know my background. You know what city I'm from. Who leads like that? That's a terrible business card. That's a terrible intro. You want people to introduce you as the person that fights a lot? As the person that's self-destructive? Is that what you want your name associated to? No, man. You use positive chaos, yo. You use positive chaos would be, creating a vision board and say, you know what? Jay-Z is now my goal. He got so much more money than me. I'm going to create the anxiety to compete with him. That's positive chaos. It's chaos that helps you move forward. That's how you keep great momentum. You don't need dysfunctional chaos. Some chaos is good. Life is from chaos. That sperm hitting that egg. Then millions of sperm cells racing to create life. That's chaos. A baby makes the mother bleed. She goes through pain to give birth. That's chaos. It came with life though. Lifting weights, getting your chest right is positive chaos. You know what I'm saying? Fasting. Your stomach hurting and you fighting through it because you want to reach a spiritual place. That's positive chaos. That improves you. You don't use where you grew up at as motivation. That's positive chaos. That's negative chaos. You don't want that. Positive chaos is healthy. It helps with motivation and momentum. Chaos is positive, yo. Pick something that'll trigger you right now to get off your ass and make a move. That's positive chaos. It challenges you. It holds a mirror up to you and says you're not doing enough. It says, so what, you accomplished one goal, keep going. Who the hell are you to do one thing and kick your feet up when everything in nature keeps going? Look at nature. Things go to sleep and then they wake up again to do the same shit over and over, to increase. Look at what the ants are doing, what the bees are doing. You think when one ant brings a morsel back to the queen, he stops? Hell nah. He keep going and going and going. So who are you because you accomplished one thing and now you're like, yeah, bro, it's time to celebrate. No, now you need to find positive chaos. Keep going. Because once you break and you put your foot on the gas, it's hard for momentum. It's hard for momentum. You want to keep your car going downhill at all times. You want to stay aggressive. Okay? And again, just use the mentality that Michael Jordan used to stay engaged with the game. He would find adversity and find enemies. They were positive. And the thing about it, they were small things. It could be someone in the stands talking shit to him, right? I don't know if a lot of you remember the series between Reggie Miller in the playoffs and the New York Knicks. Reggie was quiet. He wasn't having an on game. All of a sudden, Spike Lee started talking shit. And Reggie Miller went on a tear. Scored 8 points in like 5 seconds. He went crazy, right? That's positive chaos. You want to eliminate the dysfunctional chaos in your life. And I already know what that looks like because I know how people talk. You want to live off your environment. Yeah, because I'm from the projects. Who cares? And why do you think that's a positive? It's the projects. If it's so positive, why are people trying to leave? Like, why would you use that as a business card? Like, oh yeah, I'm from there. Yeah, I'm from the environment that has the least amount of stuff, where the murder rate is high, out of wedlock birth is high, diabetes is high. Why you want to use that as a calling card? You better use your credentials as a calling card and stop using times in your life where you were doing dumb shit. What? Come on, man. The fourth and the most important to keep fire momentum up is believe in yourself. The reason why I say that's the most important is because people believe more in other things than they do themselves. People believe in white supremacy. People believe in Monsanto. People believe the system is corrupt. All that might be true. But do you have the same belief as you have in those external things as you have in yourself? And oftentimes the answer is no. Because when the people call my nothing but game hotline, they're lacking confidence. They're lacking belief. Okay? They're lacking the wherewithal. But they have belief in life that life is not in their favor. So the things interesting about the game is people believe more in what's not good for them than they do in what's good for them. Now, how is that beneficial to you? Where's the ROI in that? Where's the return on investment in that? And I know I've been there, yo. I know I'm not talking from a blind spot. I've been there. I know it well. You know what I mean? I know it well. The belief in yourself is the single most important thing you can do. Not just belief in yourself. Begin to see yourself other places. See yourself other places. See yourself being further than what you are now. Right? See yourself driving clean, looking good, smelling good, loving life. See yourself with different friends in different areas, island hopping in different areas, stamps on your passport. You came to the planet to live it. Life is for the living, okay? You want to believe in yourself the same way that you believe the system is rigged. You want to use the same belief and the same energy that you use in your dysfunctional spaces. Because the interesting thing about dysfunction is when you're in your dysfunctional space, you really believe in what you're doing. You fight for it. When people come to check you and tell you that you're wrong, you fight them. You say, you don't know me. You don't understand me. You don't know what I've been through. You'll justify where you're at in your life. So you're capable of powerful believing because you've done it before. Because when your ass was out of line, you was usually consistent with being out of line. So if you can do that, then the power of belief is in you. So now just imagine when you were at your lowest, what if you apply that same belief that had you off course? What if you apply that? What if you took the same belief that you believe in a God that you never met, that you can't see and touch? What if you believed in yourself with the same intensity and you looked in the mirror and you applied that feeling? Because you can see yourself, you can snap your fingers, you know you're here. You have belief in an ideal that you can't even see. or touch. And I'm not telling you not to. But what I'm saying is, why can't you believe in yourself the same? When you get on the airport, you don't know that pilot. You don't know that pilot's name, but you believe that this person is going to get you safely to your destination, and you're 40,000 feet in the air. When you get on the bus, you believe that bus driver knows what they're doing. When you go to a restaurant, you believe that that food is going to be nutritious for you and that it's safe and you're not going to get food poisoning. How is that? That's so ill to me that you can believe in those things more than you believe in your own self. Think about that for a second and think about your beliefs, because your beliefs affect your momentum. Think about that for a second, what I'm saying to you right now. How is it that you don't know a pilot and you step on that plane and you fly over the ocean? You don't know if this man is drinking. You don't know if this man is qualified. You don't know if this man has your best interest. But you will get on that, or woman, you will get on that plane and you will put your life in their hands because you have a belief that. Now think about that. Now, have you ever believed in yourself with that same intensity? What's it going to take? What's it going to take? You want somebody to tell you cute? All right, well, you cute. I'm telling you cute. Does my opinion matter to you? You cute. You want somebody to tell you smart? All right, you smart. Whatever you think about yourself, you're right. What you want somebody to tell you? Your melanin is popping. What you want? What do you need right now for self-belief? Because some people are so low, no matter what I say, you're going to believe the opposite anyway. I could tell you free, and you're going to tell me you a slave, right? So what is it that you actually believe, right? And look where your most passionate belief is, and then ask yourself, do you apply that same belief to yourself? And again, if you're not interested in momentum, then don't trip. It's not a big deal. These words don't even apply to you. Those that have ears, let them hear. Those that have eyes, let them see. If you are not interested in momentum, don't trip about what I'm saying. I'm talking to the people that are not playing and they're attacking that are attacking life aggressively, getting to it, not making excuses, right? So the 4 ways to keep positive fire momentum. I like fire over positive. Some hip ass shit. Fire. You know what I mean? The 4 ways was mind your business, be exclusive, create positive chaos, and belief in yourself. Belief in yourself. Now, before we go, I want to do a call to action. And I want the people that have been on, I want you to tell me one of these 4 that you're going to use. Mind your business, be exclusive, create positive chaos, and belief in yourself. Which one can you use right now where you're at for the rest of the day? And then you take it into tomorrow, the rest of the week, the rest of the year. Give me one thing that you're going to use. But don't lie to yourself. Don't type it if you ain't going to do it. Which one of those 4, minding your business, be exclusive, create positive chaos, belief in yourself, which one of those are you going to use to get to where you got to go? Because you got to do something. You got to pick something, right? To be exclusive, that's guard your grace and favor, have standards, create layers between you and your kryptonite. Minding your business is, looking at your attention as the prize, not worried about what nobody got going on over there. Only putting your attention to where there's an ROI. Creating positive chaos is creating healthy chaos to keep you engaged and activated. And I use Michael Jordan as an example for that. To be engaged and activated. Okay? Everybody has to pick one. This is your assignment. This is your homework right now. Everybody has to pick one. What are you going to pick? We got some bodies in here. I need to see all the comments. I need to know that I'm doing my job. You know, I'm not doing my job if ain't nobody having no breakthroughs. I can't have you fucking up my purpose now. You know what I'm saying? Let me do my purpose. And if you're not moving forward, then I'm not doing what I'm here to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's to help with your personal development. You feel me? So with one of these, mind your business, be exclusive, create positive chaos, belief in yourself. All right? Now, if you picked mind your business, tell me how you're going to mind your business. Now let's get surgical and let's be specific about it for a second. Right? If you pick mind your business, don't just tell me that. How you going to do it? All right? How are you going to mind your business? Tell me if that's what you pick. If you pick being exclusive, tell me how. See, we got to get surgical and we can't be vague with this shit. Because you'll say one thing to me and then when I turn my head, you're going to go right back to the same crazy madness that you've been doing. Now, I need you to be surgical. If you pick mind your business, tell me how you're going to mind your business. Uh-oh. How? If you pick being exclusive, tell me how. What are you going to do differently now? Because you're accountable for the things that you heard. If you said create positive chaos, how? What is something you could do right now to create healthy chaos to keep you engaged and to keep your momentum up? If you picked believe in yourself, how? How do you believe in yourself? What does that do? Not what does it do, what does it look like? If you tell me that you're going to believe in yourself, what are you going to do? What does that look like to believe in yourself? Tell me. Now I don't see no more comments. Before I seen the comments, right? Now when it's time to get surgical with what we're saying, where's the comments at? They should have been flying. You should have been telling me, oh yeah, this is what I'm about to do. What are you going to do? Right? How do you believe in yourself? Now, the believe in yourself is about action. What type of action are you going to take to prove that you believe in yourself? Because it's just not a thought. It's a behavior that goes with that. Okay? If you picked mind your business, what are you going to do? If you pick be exclusive, what are you going to do? If you pick create positive chaos, what are you going to do? If you picked belief in yourself, what are you going to do? Now, if you don't feel comfortable sharing in the chat, that's fine. Write it down on a piece of paper and keep it personal. Right? Keep it personal. It's all good. Right? Keep it personal with yourself. No biggie. You know what I'm saying? No biggie. But this is for you. And this is about momentum. Right? And momentum is a hard thing to get once you lose it. So let's not lose it. You know what I'm saying? Let's not lose it. Let's keep up the wave. All right? Let's keep up the wave. Let's keep up the flow. Let's keep up our commitment to excellence. Right? Super important. You know? Life is for the living. Okay? Life is for the living. You got one shot. Right? You got one shot. What are you going to do? Okay? Now, and another homework that I have for you is find a philosophy. You need a philosophy. Find a philosophy, quick, fast. And that thought process, that philosophy is a tool for you to use so you can get a W. Find that. Use it for your life. Create a layer and a buffer between you and the lowest part of you. Use the philosophy to navigate through your life. Don't just be on autopilot. If you ain't a Christian, find something else. If you ain't a Muslim, find something else. Don't just be in the business of canceling shit. Don't be part of cancel culture. Oh, fuck Jesus. Okay, cool. Well, what about Krishna? Oh, fuck Christian. Okay, well, cool. What do you like? I don't like nothing. Well, there you go. You know, if you leave the church, you leave the mosque, don't just be a renegade. You know what I'm saying? Continue being a student, okay? Because the money and the success and the living the best life is a result of routine and doing particular things, and it's the result of having philosophy. All right. So, you guys got it? What do you think? You guys got it? Y'all good? You feel like, you know, you can keep your momentum or get your momentum, right? You feel good? We did this in the morning. You got a whole rest of your day. And you live in America, so you never know what might happen. You might walk out that door and meet the person that could change your life. That's how the game works. All right? So, work on your personal magnetism, your attitude, be enthusiastic, you know, be a person that people want to be around, you know, have something about you that's likable, you know, bring something to the table so the group misses you when you're not around. All right, this is all momentum. All right, so I got some things to do, and I'll see you guys next time. I love you, fucks with you. Hit me on the Nothing But Game hotline. Make sure you go to kenbrisbon.com and cop something. If you ain't never cop nothing, cop something. All right, hit that Cash App too. Until next time, keep that momentum up. Peace.